Welcome to A Push for 5, your daily all-in-one study partner for the AP exam. We'll guide you through real stimulus-based APUS history practice questions. We have a total of over 150 videos that will be uploaded daily. These will go in chronological order, covering every period from pre-Columbus to modern day. We've got this. Here comes a set of questions from Period 3, 1754 to 1800. Question 1. Stimulus. The loss of liberty at home will be the consequence of our victories abroad. Anti-Federalist Pamphlet, 1788. Question. Which of the following debates does the excerpt most directly reference? A. Disagreement over the Alien and Sedition Acts. B. Federalist verses. Anti-Federalist ratification arguments. C. Controversy over the Monroe Doctrine. D. Conflict over the Compromise of 1850. The correct answer is B. Federalist verses. Anti-Federalist ratification arguments. The pamphlet's warning about centralized power reflects anti-Federalist fears that ratifying the Constitution would endanger liberty. The other choices are later events. Monroe Doctrine is from 1823, Compromise of 1850, or stem from post-ratification politics. Question 2. Stimulus, a 1794 engraving portrays armed farmers confronting tax collectors while a banner reads "No Excise." Question. Which of the following best explains the historical development shown? A. Reaction to Hamilton's financial program. B. Protest against Jefferson's Embargo Act of 1807. C. Rural opposition to the Homestead Act. D. Violence over tariffs during Jackson's administration. The correct answer is A. Reaction to Hamilton's financial program. The Whiskey Rebellion represented farmers' anger at Hamilton's excise taxes. The other events, Embargo Act, Homestead Act, Nullification Crisis, occurred decades later. Question 3. Stimulus. Those who labor in the earth are the chosen people of God. Thomas Jefferson. Notes on the State of Virginia, 1785. Question. Jefferson's statement most clearly reflects which ideological position? A. Advocacy of manifest destiny. B. Defense of protective tariffs. C. Support for the market revolution. D. Belief in agrarian republicanism. The correct answer is D. Belief in agrarian republicanism. Jefferson idealized farmers as the backbone of the republic. Tariffs and the market revolution belong to early 19th century contexts. Manifest destiny is mid-19th century. Question 4. Stimulus. Religion is a matter which lies solely between man and his God. Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, 1786. Question. Which development was most directly influenced by the ideas in the excerpt? A. Seneca Falls Declaration of Sentiments. B. Second Great Awakening revivals. C. Disestablishment of state churches in several states. D. Progressive era reforms. The correct answer is C. Disestablishment of state churches in several states. Jefferson's statute reflected Enlightenment and Republican ideals of religious liberty. The other movements occurred decades later. Question 5. Stimulus. See image. Question. The sentiment in the headline was most strongly supported by which group? A. Democratic Republicans, B. Federalists, C. Whigs, D. Know-Nothings, The correct answer is A. Democratic Republicans. Jeffersonian Republicans sympathized with France's revolutionary cause, whereas Federalists favored Britain. Whigs and Know-Nothings are 19th century parties. Question 6. Stimulus. See image. Question. Which of the following principles is best reflected in the excerpt? A. Doctrine of nullification. B. Advocacy of universal suffrage. C. Federal support for protective tariffs. D. Promotion of education for civic virtue. The correct answer is D. Promotion of education for civic virtue. The ordinance linked public education to Republican citizenship. The other options arose from later 19th century political debates. Question 7. Stimulus. See image. Question. The quotation above was most likely a reaction to which of the following events? A. Whiskey Rebellion. B. Shays Rebellion. C. Nat Turner's Rebellion. D. John Brown's Raid. The correct answer is B. Shays Rebellion. Jefferson commented on the need for periodic popular uprisings after hearing of Shays Rebellion. The other rebellions occurred decades later. Question 8. Stimulus. See image. Question. Hamilton's argument reflects which broader philosophical belief? A. A strong central government is needed to control self-interest. B. Human beings are perfectible through reason. C. States should govern themselves independently. D. Direct democracy ensures liberty. The correct answer is A. A strong central government is needed to control self-interest. Hamilton distrusted pure democracy and favored checks on popular passion. The other choices reflect Jeffersonian or Enlightenment utopian views. Question 9. Stimulus. That the freedom of speech and of the press shall not be abridged. First Amendment, 1791. Question. The principle expressed was most challenged during which later development? A. Espionage Act of 1917. B. McCarthy hearings of the 1950s. C. Palmer raids of 1919. D. Enforcement of the Alien and Sedition Acts. The correct answer is D. Enforcement of the Alien and Sedition Acts. The Sedition Acts restricted press freedom in the 1790s, directly contradicting the First Amendment. Other choices are 20th century echoes. Question 10. Stimulus. A 1784 petition from settlers in western North Carolina requests separate statehood due to neglect by Eastern elites. Question. Which later development most directly parallels the tensions shown in the petition? A. The Hartford Convention's protest against federal overreach. B. The Whiskey Rebellion's resistance to Eastern taxation policies. C. The Virginia and Kentucky Resolution's opposition to the Alien and Sedition Acts. D. Shays Rebellion's protest against Massachusetts tax collection. The correct answer is B. The Whiskey Rebellion's resistance to Eastern taxation policies. Both the Western petitioners and whiskey rebels expressed resentment toward distant political elites who seemed unresponsive to frontier needs. Thanks for watching A Push for 5. Let us know in the comments which questions you like the most. If today's practice helped you, tap like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. And share this with a friend who's also aiming for that 5. If you want more hands-on learning or direct feedback, reach out directly. We'd love to help you take your prep to the next level. See you in the next video.